How's it going, everybody? After reading the video title, a lot of you might think now, geez Freeze, this is such an obvious thing to do, why make a whole video about it? Well, partly it is because of a lot of comments on the unlock roll video. Quite a few people are of the opinion that the current form of the unlock roll is fine, because it takes about half your stamina to perform it, and there's no other way to escape certain mix-up apparently. First of all, the point of that video wasn't to remove rolling from the game or to somehow make it impossible to roll away from mix-ups. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. The footage you see is obviously over-exaggerated, and Snake is doing it way more than you'd ever see in a normal match. But fact is that costing half your stamina is in no way, shape or form a major drawback of rolling away or performing other stamina intensive moves. Unless you put yourself out of stamina with it, your stamina is a non-issue. Like mentioned before, it is such a basic concept. You simply unlock and run away from your opponent. A few seconds of running will let you completely regain your stamina. If you used your roll correctly, this also means that your opponent is first of all in recovery from his whiff move, and on top of that, now has to somehow close the distance to keep the pressure on. It really doesn't matter what you rolled away from. You can gain enough distance by simply running away to get enough stamina to perform roll after roll. And it's not limited to rolls, of course. If you're low on stamina from your offense, you just do this as well. I get it. This is not an exciting tactic and there's even an anti-running mechanic in the game, but this only kicks in after a considerable amount of time. Repositioning yourself is important. Not all maps are like the new arenas. Some of them have a ton of obstacles and limit your movement, so obviously you need to keep this in mind and not just blindly run into things. Your camera should remain on your opponent so it can react to whatever he does. You can counter guard break from an unlocked state, and if the opponent throws an attack, you can lock on immediately and block. Running attacks come from a specific side, and having that knowledge is essential. So let me say this again. This is not a flashy thing, but it's highly effective, and I don't see enough people use this to their own advantage. No matter what forum you look at, you see people complain about specific mix-ups, crying vortex and whatnot. We've all seen it. But these are the exact same people that will label this tactic as cheap and dishonorable or whatever the fuck they call it these days. This is as legitimate as it gets, and incorporating this into your playstyle will benefit you in the long run. I hope the video was helpful. Thanks for watching. Laters everybody.